Today we're discussing a bag rut and how to avoid one. Welcome, it's good to see you again. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe so we can be sure and see each other again. This video was inspired by Neo, and Neo has a wonderful channel. She's a beautiful bag collection. I will link her channel below. And she was lamenting about how she was always carrying the same bag, and she wasn't sure if she should keep the bag. Even though she has a lot of bags, she tends to carry the same bag over and over again. And this has happened to all of us. This is something that can be easy to fall into, but I'm going to help you create some strategies to avoid it. The biggest secret to avoiding a bag rut is coming up with your own strategy that helps you decouple from your bag at the end of every day. That's the goal. If you can decouple from your bag and then you start the day fresh and you don't have a specific bag that's all ready to go, then it's much easier to think about what bag you're going to carry. In addition to decoupling from your bag, you also need strategies to help you pick a fresh new bag for a fresh new outfit every day. First, let's address decoupling. And I have 3 strategies. These are just 3 strategies I've come up with, but you can do a combination or you can create your own strategy. The first is just to have a basket or some sort of container next to a wastebasket. And this is what I employed for years. This carried me all the way through my 20s. And at the end of every day, I would just come home, dump the contents of my bag into the basket, put my bag away, and then pick through the things that I had dumped out and throw what I needed to throw in the wastebasket and leave the rest. Then when I get to the next day, all my stuff that goes in my purse is in one place and I can pick a bag, put it in there and go. The reason this worked really well for me in the beginning especially was that I didn't have a lot of SLGs. I just had stuff in my bag. The only thing that I really had that would be considered an SLG was a wallet. And other than that, it was just my stuff. Hairbrush, makeup was in there. I didn't really organize it at that time. But this worked very well. Option 2, which is the option that I use today, is more likely going to work if you have a lot of SLGs. What I have is a drawer, but it could be a basket or a shelf. I have a place where I keep all of my SLGs and everything that goes into my bags. So what this looks like is I have my wallets lined up, I have my makeup bag options lined up, I have my sunglass cases lined up, I've got all of the SLGs that I could select to put in my bag, alongside all of the other things that I might put in my bag. Things like umbrellas, folding shoes, all of my sunglasses, business cards, this sort of thing. It's all in one place. So at the end of the day, when I come back, I pull my SLGs out, and if I want to, I don't change my wallet often, so I don't pull everything out of that, but the little makeup bag I do. I put the makeup back away. So I have little baskets where I can separate and dump everything out. And then I put my bag away. So now I'm starting fresh again the next day. I can pick a bag and then just decide what I'm carrying for the day and what SLGs I'm taking. Both of these strategies make it easier too to switch for an evening bag. If you've got a convenient place, a place to put all of your stuff, then you can do it and everything is still neat. The problem most people have is when they bring their bag home, they don't have a place to put the stuff inside, so they switch bags, and switching bags can be a big deal in the morning. It's a lot easier if you can just decouple right away. Another strategy that I have thought of but don't use because it doesn't really apply to me but may to you, if all of your bags are about the same size, and I know people like this, like some people almost always carry a tote or almost always carry a relatively big bag, you can utilize an organizer. And the organizers I use are Samorgas, but there are a lot of organizers on the market today. So if you have an organizer that fits in most of your bags, that's a very easy strategy as well. Just pack your organizer. Then at the end of the day, take your organizer out, have a place for it to go, and then put your bag away, and then the next day just pick which bag you're going to pop that organizer into and be on your way. So that's the first part of the strategy. It's just decoupling from your bag and having a place for the stuff inside of your bag to live. Next up is making sure that you've created a good environment for yourself to select a new bag for each outfit. This is a relatively simple process. The easiest way for me is to just make sure that each of my bags has a place to be. And for me, it's this shelf. It could be anywhere for you. I've seen people who sort of jumble their bags up all together and they would have to dig through them, or they have their bags in different places. They have some in this closet or that closet. Some people even keep their bags in boxes. That's not very conducive to switching your bags all the time. It's much easier if you can see them, if you can see all of your bags. And what I do is when I select a bag, I take the stuffing out and just put the stuffing right where the bag goes on the shelf, so that at the end of the day, I just grab that stuffing and put it back in. One little trick is if you have a bag that kind of has a lot of stuffing, or you have a lot of pieces of whatever it is that's stuffing it, is you can take the dust bag that the bag originally came in, stuff the stuffing in that, put the dust bag inside the bag, and then when you pull that dust bag out with the stuffing, it's relatively neat and organized. Just set that on the shelf, take your bag, and go. Another key is to make sure that you have a full-length mirror near wherever you store your bags. You may have one near where you put your clothing on, but if your bags are kept in a different place, you need a full-length mirror there as well. That way, after you get dressed, you just stand in front of your bags and really challenge yourself. Because a lot of times when you wear a certain skirt, you wear a certain top, and then you carry a certain bag. So challenge yourself to sort of mix it up. So you've mixed up your outfit and you can stand before your bags and try 3. I always try at least 3 to give myself a little variety and not always go for the neutral bag. Sometimes I surprise myself with how well a bag looks with an outfit that I wasn't anticipating would look that good, but you won't know unless you experiment and try, and that mirror really helps. One of the reasons that I have so many evening bags is that I don't relegate them only to evening. And I discovered this with this process, just standing in front of a mirror in my jeans sometimes when I'm going out to dinner and just saying, you know what, I'm going out to dinner. Even if you do it a lot, it's a celebration. I'm going to grab a bag that celebrates. And a lot of very, very fancy, delicate, sparkly bags look great with a pair of jeans, heels, and a silk top. Those are my strategies for avoiding a bag rut. I hope it helps you in some way. Have you ever had a bag rut? What are your strategies for switching out your bags every day? Nao, I know you didn't ask me to do this, but you did inspire this video. I hope it helps just a little. You're a lovely woman and you do not deserve to be in a bag rut. Remember, subscribe so we can be sure and see each other again. Bye for now.